Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time, with sound on the dollar, 9 a.m. because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else, guys. Hope you're doing well. So, how's everybody doing in the chat, guys? How's everybody doing in the chat? On the dollar, yeah, a little bit late, but it's always like that. You just gotta accept the fact that there is always like 10 minutes intro when the stream starts. I need a little bit time to wake up and stuff like that, right? So so there's that. Who is in the chat? The Centerman, what's up, man? M21 photo. Dobro jutro, kaks? Edward, too good. Good morning, man. I do. I truly army. Donta esta, amigo. Donta esta. I don't know what that means, but donta esta. XRP to the moon. XRP legend is in the chat. How you doing, man? Wanalesva, what's up? Good morning. How you doing, man? We're gonna start playing your song very, very soon, man. Once we start, pumping to the moon, we're gonna start playing your songs, man. All the time. Every single stream. 5 times during the stream. How you doing, man? John, good morning. What's up? Dr. Fragrance, what's up? Garrett is in the chat. Morning. Blow the truth. Good morning. Techno Vikings. Dobro jutro. Roshten Army, hello, how you doing? I've been accumulating a huge amount of Bitcoin and alts at these prices. Nice. What's up? Wait. Old intro was better than the new one. I hope you liked a little bit, reminiscence of the nostalgic past. The mic is off, yeah, the mic's fixed right now. Mac is in the chat. How you doing, Mac? Rolo. Umor, 25 years, hello, bro. It's the name, the late adopter, of course, the late adopter. I don't know if people are picking up on that yet, but we are late on everything. My 159x short was survived last night, hooray. How do you even put a 159x short, man? Yeah, I'm sucker for nostalgia. It does happen, we've been playing the same, intro for, a long time, so, people like that, Capitulation soon. What you mean capitulation soon? There was already capitulation. Actually, yesterday, the day before that, on Twitter, there was this guy called Greg. He has a YouTube channel. He has a lot more subs than me. He gets a lot more views on videos than me. But he said something, and I answered something. And where was that? Here we go. This guy, Greg Dickerson, you can go check out his channel. He has a YouTube channel up here, and it's not popping up. So he needs to fix his thing. But anyway, here's a YouTube channel. He said, we still have not seen panic selling or capitulation in any markets, only control unwinding of the super bubble created over the last 13 years and that's not priced in. So he is a little bit right about that. There is no capitulation selling in the stock markets. I'm also going to show you where we are right now in this bubble. It's a very nice, but I said I agree that capitulation is far from it in traditional markets. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has capitulated, and I think that is correct. I think Bitcoin has capitulated, stock markets has not capitulated yet. So there is that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Greg Dickerson videos recently. I don't know, the guy has, the guy has a lot more subs than me, double the subs, but, his views are, over the top. Right now, we only have like 30 people watching. I get less than 1,000 people or 1,000 views on my live streams. I know my live streams are quite crap for people don't have number one, they don't wake up at 9 a.m. and number two, they don't like to watch videos that were recorded like 5 hours ago. Number three, they don't like watching videos that are 30 plus minutes long and where people are just babbling. So there is that. Greg Dickerson, real estate. Yeah, he's a real estate guy, but he gets most of his views are coming from Bitcoin. And I started watching this guy when he had like 10k, less than 10k subs, and he was only doing the real estate stuff, right? But then suddenly he started doing Bitcoin videos, and suddenly he exploded when it came to his videos. So you'll see that his Bitcoin videos are generating like 14k views. and you know, some other videos. I'm not generating videos at all, but you know, every time he talks about Bitcoin, you know, it explodes towards the upside. Now it was also when I was watching this guy that I found another guy that I liked a lot, and that guy is I actually found out about two guys. The one guy everybody knows, George Soloway, the Soloway guy. What's his name? George Soloway. I think you know who George Soloway is. George Soloway. I think George Soloway or something like that. Yeah, this guy, George Soloway guy, not this guy over here. Garrett Soloway. This guy over here, Garrett Soloway. I found about Garrett Soloway. This is a long time ago, but I found about Garrett Soloway through Greg Dickerson channel. And the Garrett Soloway is, you know, he is TA guy, and he does a lot of TA. But I don't like actually Garrett Soloway's, you know, technical analysis. So I wasn't very, you know, very interested in what he had to say. But there was another guy. That I am very interested in what he has to say, and that guy is, let me see if I can find the other guy. I don't know what his name is, but you know, he's and he isn't showing too much, you know, of TA. He's showing some TA, but not that much. But the thing that I liked about other guy is that his reasoning for stuff is very good. Like, he thinks really, you know, the way I think, you know, people should be thinking about markets and what's gonna happen and not. So I kind of connected with this other guy a lot better than Garrett Soloway. So let me see if I can go back enough in time. He does some, you know, he does a couple of, you know, live streams with the guy from time to time. He puts him all on the show. And let's see if you can find the guy. Let's see if you can just go a little bit. Sorry about this, guys. We're gonna do Bitcoin. Look at what it's gonna. Nothing's gonna happen with Bitcoin right now. It does look like it's gonna continue dumping a little bit more and down. So I'm gonna show you why. But you know, there won't be a big dump today. I'm also gonna explain to you why there won't be a big dump today. So you know, there is nothing. You know, there is no rush. There is no rush. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, FUD. This guy. Chris Vermeulen. This guy is actually, you know...
so we are here today with Chris Vermeulen.
Chris Vermeulen from the technicaltraders.com. And this guy... To be a good... I think it was this video as well, but he had more videos with him. I think it was another video. But this guy, Chris Vermeulen, I really like him because he's reasoning about, you know, why stuff goes up, down and stuff like that, you know, and his, you know, thinking is quite good. So check out this guy, Chris Vermeulen, technicaltraders.com. I don't know, I think he has also a channel, maybe. I haven't actually checked it out. Yeah, they got a channel, Chris Vermeulen. You can see here he's on a lot of other shows and stuff like that, right? I like the guy. I like that guy. I don't like Garrett Soloway that much, but this other guy, it's okay. I think this other guy was okay, you know. So sometimes I find these gold nuggets that, you know, are quite nice. Calling for 7K. Optical is the best. Check his latest calling for 7K. Yeah, optical check out. Yeah, optical arts guy. I'm not really there. I mean, that guy is overly bearish, overly bullish. Almost right every time. Don't say it's almost right. He is not almost right every time. He's not even close, man. He's not even close. That said, we're gonna find out by the next bull market. We're gonna find out who is the fake and who is not fake, right? Maybe I'm gonna be the fake one. Maybe I'm gonna be like, yeah, 20K. That was not. We came down to 3K, man. What you talk about? You failed. Yeah, I might fail. I might fail. We're gonna see about that. But there's definitely some kind of gold nuggets to be found. Garrett Soloway, not so much interesting. Like, Garrett Soloway is very popular right now, but you know, I don't like the way he does TA. This other guy, Chris Vermeulen, is okay. An optical guy, arts guy, nah. I'm not into, you know, Fibonacci circles. So there's that. Okay, guys, let's look at what's happening on Bitcoin. Bitcoin had, if you look at an hourly time frame, Bitcoin had this, you know, slight move towards the downside over here. This what are you gonna call it, this spring towards downside, but this spring towards downside is not breaking towards upside. Right now we are doing this move over here where we are hugging the moving average, so this looks like it wants to dump down again. So there is definitely some levels of resistance that we need to break towards upside. There is a channel actually here which is very nice. There is a channel over here which is very, very nice, and this is the channel. give or take, maybe something like this. Wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Why it's not drawing the channel? Wait, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Yeah, okay, so this is on Bitfinex. I think I saw the channel on Bitfinex, because on Bitfinex the channel is very nice. Very nice up here, you know, and it's following this check on downside, but I did not check out on these other levels, or on these other, you know, exchanges, because this line up here, it's not actually, you know, going up there. Maybe we should just put like this, something like this over here. Maybe something like this, because I like this wick up here, and maybe it's something down there, and you know, doesn't matter. It does look like a channel, so we're gonna use Bitfinex chart because I like it's the most, you know, likable. Okay, I gotta take the phone call, guys. Man, how can they do, you know, these phone sales this early in the morning, man? Don't they know that people are, you know, not woken up yet? So this looks like a G channel towards the downside. You can see the midline up here. You can see that we broke that down here, and then we dump during the night after a daily close. Again on the downside over here, and we pumped up back above the, you know, midline, and right now again on the resistance, but we are not breaking the resistance yet. And right now we are doing this move up here. So if we start falling down here back to the midline up here again, I can expect more movement towards downside. So now that we did do the move up here, because you can see up here we just went you know, up here. Are we gonna continue up here? I don't know, but it's this to me over here looks like exhaustion pattern, but it's a little bit long exhaustion pattern. But you know, still it's a downtrending channel, which is bullish by default, just like, you know, falling wedges are bullish by default. So this over here should be bullish by default. So you know, we need to get out of this channel towards upside up here. We are not quite there yet. Just pop the rest of the moving averages. We are below all of the moving averages on all time frames. Like if you look at a 1 hourly time frame, actually not on 1 hour time frame we managed to climb up here, but on 4 hourly we are below everything. On the daily time frame we are below all of the moving averages, right? So technically we should be worried, but we don't have to be worried. Now the reason I'm not worried, and I'm gonna show you why. Sorry about a lot of clicking up here right now. So let me explain to you a little bit about how this works. And you know, I look day by day, like where did we close? Is this gonna be today? Are we gonna dump down big today? Is this gonna be the day that we dump down? Are we gonna go down to 7K today? So let me explain to you a little bit about how this works. You cannot dump down before you break certain levels, right? The reason you have a big dump is because you broke certain support levels. You maybe even retested those support levels right now being resistance level towards the upside, and you fail to get back above the support. Then you dump. You don't just dump without reason, right? You need to break certain levels, you need to break certain lines, and then you dump. So let me show you how this actually works. So what you're gonna see here on the chart is that we actually over here had you know, previous lows down here. You can see here that yesterday we closed above the previous low, so we still get a higher high. And we are just closing above every single support level up here. To dump towards the downside. We need to break these support levels up here around 19.1. We need to break these support levels down here at 18.8, and we need to break this support level at 18.4. So if you want to dump down to 7K or something like that, or you know, even 17K or something like that, you need to break certain levels, and you need to do this on the daily time frame before we can actually drop on the downside. So as you can see right now, we haven't broken anything. So it's really hard to say that, you know, today we're gonna, you know, dump big time towards downside, because it's not gonna happen today. today we might dump over here and break the certain levels, and then we might have a retest, something like, but there will be no big dumps. That's what I'm trying to say. There will be no, so to have a big dump towards downside, you need to break all of these towards downside over here. Maybe even maybe these two levels will be enough. So below 18.8, something like that. You need to go down there, close on the daily time frame, maybe even retest, and then you can dump towards downside. So it's not gonna be today, guys. Today is not the day. So let me show you a little bit more about how this works. Let's go a little bit back in time. Let's go a little bit back in time. So over here you'll see that we had a lot of support levels up here. Not actually a lot of support levels, but we had some kind of support levels up here. Let me move this up here. Very important support levels, right? And what you're gonna see here is that after these, you know, moves up here, we didn't have these dumps down here until we actually broke all of the support. So we went down to the support, we broke that, and then we dumped on the downside, right? So you don't just, you know, magically dump towards this downside. Black Swan would also suffice. Yeah, Black Swan, yeah. Okay, but I'll agree, Black Swan event will be enough to, you know, suddenly dump you towards downside, but you just don't, normally you just don't just dump. It's not how it happens, right? You need to go down, slowly break certain support levels, lose steam, and then go towards the downside. Over here is what looks like it was a little bit different, but it actually wasn't. So if you look at up here above these tops, we broke that on the downside. We tried to get it back up, failed that. We're holding these levels down here, and I don't know if you remember up here, but that was the CPI numbers. We went up above 10-20 moving average, and then that dumped big time on the downside below below the supports, right? So we create some kind of bottoms down here, and on the CPI numbers we managed, you know, to dump big time below all of the supports, and then we continue towards downside. Now if you look at a little bit back on this entire move up here, this entire, you know, trading range up here on the daily time frame, you'll see that these levels up here goes all the way down there, and this one down here. So you'll see that on this CPI move, and these are all the, you know, beside this one, this on the downside down here, all of these moves, all of these, you know, support areas got broken with this big candle. So this big candle pushed us from, you know, 39 down to, you know, 36,000. We broke everything, and then we continued dumping towards the downside, right? So you need to break certain stuff first. So you can definitely have some kind of, you know, move that goes below this, you know, previous low, but you're not getting the dump just yet. And that goes for, you know, up here it was a little bit different, but it still wasn't, because over here it was holding, you know, let me just draw these bottom levels down here, because up here we create some kind of bottom down here, and then we had these bottoms up here, and you can see that down here we managed actually to break, but, you know, next candle we just came right back above these levels, and then continue pumping towards the upside. So even though you break on the downside, you can still continue pumping towards the upside. Let me just get the levels back so we can go back up here, see how this actually looks. So you can see right now that the dump over here, it's not gonna come today, not gonna come maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But the thing that needs to happen first is we need to break these levels, these support lines, and right now these support lines are holding very well. So it's not gonna be today. That much we know. The big question is, will this actually bounce towards upside, right? That's the big question. Will this bounce towards upside? So you got this some kind of channel up here, right? And pull up like this over here. So we got some kind of channel up here. And we are, you know, we managed to get above the 10 and 20 moving average up here, pull back a little bit right now, trying to get up. So I'm looking for this resistance line up here right now to get broken. That's around something like, you know, 19.175 or something like that, because that will get us out of the channel. That will get us out of the channel. That'd be very, very nice, right? We are still below all of the other moving averages, and we are just having this, you know, nice pump towards upside. But this is a 4-hourly candle. This is a 4-hourly candle, and there's still 35 minutes left to go. Now this looks like a bullish engulfing candle towards upside, which is very nice. Now the best case scenario, the way I see it, because you can see here it's right now hitting this resistance up here, right? The 10 moving average and the previous bottoms up here, it's hitting the resistance. The best case scenario is this in the next 30 minutes, if you could just bump above the 10 moving average. Now bullish engulfing candle above the 10 moving average on the first move, that's a very, very bullish move. So I would like that. So I'm a little bit more bullish than bearish, but, you know, we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Dollar, right now, dollar index is hitting the resistance on the head. It's still not broken. So I'm looking at this expanding wedge or whatever you want to call it. Expanding wedge, you can see up here, you know, try to break. So, you know, if you start breaking this towards upside, the bad times might come, but you know, it doesn't look like it's gonna do it right now. It might do that. I mean, it might just get some kind of support and bounce up here. Let's look at a daily time frame. You can see here on the daily time frame, managed to get it back above 10-20 moving average. So the best case scenario for us right now is if this daily candle up here gets back below 10-20 moving average, because that's definitely, that's called rejection. And that's very good for us, because after that it can you know, continue going on downside, break the support, break out of this you know, level, and you know, continue on the downside. So it does look good. And the stock markets are not looking that bad, but they are having a pullback after hitting some kind of resistance on the top up here. You can see this is Dow Jones hitting some kind of resistance. So they are definitely having some kind of pullbacks up here. S&P 500 is also having a pullback, and Nasdaq is also having a pullback. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But right now we did have, you know, this is the second day of the pullback. So will they recover after this pullback or not? That depends. Now we hit resistance, we had a pullback, or we are still maybe having pullback. So there is no reason why Bitcoin cannot pump. Bitcoin's right now up 0.05%, which is actually quite nice. Let's see up here on 1 hourly time frame. So this is basically the channel for today, guys. This is the channel for today. If you pump out of this, it's all gonna be good. All gonna be good. I did telephone sales once upon a time, a very short stint. The best part was when there was a huge block of numbers missing a digit. For 2 days, not one call went through. I don't know how that works. I actually did the phone sales 2 times as well. And I did not like it. You know, I found some certain stuff about how they do their business. So I know how they, you know, when they call, you know, what kind of script they use, you know, what they tell people, you know, so guys, never ever buy anything on when somebody calls you on the phone. You know, that comes from a guy who actually worked as a phone salesman. I tried it 2 times for like 2 weeks each, I think, or something like that. And it's really dirty job. It's like really dirty job. Check the Netflix out. Yeah, Netflix bounced big time. It has this thing going on. Where is Netflix up here? It's up 13% right now. Yeah, it's pumping like crazy, but it's pumping to the resistance up here. So there is that 281. You can see here on the dollar hitting the 281. I don't know if there is futures for Netflix up here, but we're gonna see that. But this is most interesting looking on the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, the resistance should be the 15 MA up here somewhere, right? So yeah, can it have more upside? Definitely can have more upside, but you know, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that. Almost everybody else on the team just lied about the product we were selling in the... Yeah, it's really dirty job. Like when you get into telephone sales, you actually find out like what I tell people. Like, don't do it, guys. Never buy anything over the phone. Did we break the symmetrical triangle daily? Interesting. Yeah, we didn't look at that, so we can check it out up here. Cryptocurrencies. So let's on this up here. So there was some kind. It's not symmetrical. Was it symmetrical channel up here? We can draw it pretty quick up here. So there is this triangle up here. Depends on how you draw it. It was something like this up here. So this triangle is still holding well. This we can put up here. So this triangle is still holding well. We didn't even break in the triangle towards the downside, I think. Yeah, the triangle is holding well, which is very, very nice. And then we drop down, and right now we are back in the triangle, which is very good. And then it might go something like up here or up there. I don't know where the triangle actually, the stop line is. That's the problem, you know. Maybe something like this over here. But no, we did not break on the downside. We're still holding it very nicely. We did not even break the support down here, the very first support. We broke nothing. Like it is very fine, because the dump came after the daily close, not before the daily close. So anything that happens now, you know, it needs to break down. Can we break down right now? Of course we can break down right now, and we could have a dump today, but it won't be, you know, big dump or anything like that. It'll be just, you know, normal dump, breaking support levels, fear kicking in, and that's that. What is the next trade? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my plan so far. So there is that, guys. There is that. We can check some other things up. Oil is on the way. He had a pullback up here after it came to something like 98, 99 bucks. It's right now having a pullback towards the upside. We're gonna see if this actually can manage. So right now, you know, big resistance for oil is up here at 98. So if you can go up to 98 and maybe even break 98, this might actually continue pumping towards the upside. I think the next level for oil is 120 if it manages to do that. So, you know, but everything depends on what it's gonna do that, because this is a big rejection from the 50 and the 10 moving average up here. So, you know, it needs still to climb back up here. So there is that. Gold and silver still on the way down a little bit, I think. Yeah, just like Bitcoin. It is consolidating maybe down here. Maybe this is a consolidation phase. And that's that, guys. I don't have much more to say. Bitcoin is not gonna dump today, that you can be sure of. I mean, it could move towards the and break certain, you know, support lines, but it's not gonna be big dump. That's the important part. And you know, this you know, bell button you know, shilling, it's not working out. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what to shill. I think it's just about making videos, but you know, that's me. Anyways, guys, I got stuff to do. Thanks for watching the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Maybe there will be some other videos during the day. But there is that, guys. There is that. Good morning, Cold Crypto. How you doing, man? There was somebody asking about some coin. Yeah, I can check that out. Let me see that. Who was asking for a coin? Eurocoin, like that. I'm invested in shorts. I think somebody asked about some coin. Where was it? I don't know. Maybe I misread that. APT, yeah, somebody asked me about. I think it was the APT. Yeah, APT. What is APT? APT OS, or I'm guessing it's APT Tetris. I'm guessing this one. Oh. So this is some coin that got released on the 19th of October. So 1 day ago, it got released, and then it pumped something like 99,000% on the dollar. Like, this is insane. 99. Do you know how much this is? This is 100x. This is actually 100x exactly. It pumped from the bottom towards the top on the dollar towards 100x, and then pulled back down. 100x, guys, 100x on the dollar. If this is not manipulation, I don't know what manipulation is. Released yesterday, yeah. So this dumped 100x on the dollar and pulled back right now. So it's something, it's some kind of normal pump, like 749%. Let's see, move along. So yeah, what's happening here? I don't know, man. It is too early, so you can only look at like a 30-minute chart, and 30-minute chart don't matter, like support and stuff like that up here. I should use this one up here because that's gonna make triangle display. I don't know. There is not enough data. It's just too small amounts of data to actually look at this. But 100x exactly. You see that it says like 9,900%, but that's 100x, because you know, when something goes 100x, sorry, when something goes 100%, that's 2x, right? And then 200%, that's actually 3x, and then 300%, that's actually 4x. So 99,000%, 9,900%, that's actually 100x, right? Exactly, on the dollar, 100x. Manipulated as F. 1 billion market cap on day one. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not, but you know, the chart is not telling me anything right now. It's just telling me that this, you know, pump big time, you know, a lot of, maybe a lot of, the only thing, maybe there is a lot of hype, maybe there's a lot of manipulation towards the resistance selling, and right now going sideways up here. So, you know, we don't have too much data to work with over here. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Join KuCoin while you can, because, you know, reasons. Lots of venture capital behind it. Yeah, maybe. Okay, guys. See you around. Bye-bye.